Mm. Let's get started just sitting comfortably, what that means to you. I went ahead and sat up on a cushion just to support my back. Feel your breath flowing. And whatever season there is in your mind, whatever the weather is in your world, come to meet yourself. Start to relax in your body. Soften the top of the shoulders. Soften the muscles on your face. Visualize your body and your mind like a big open window. And as you're breathing, you're just inviting this refreshing air, the nourishing life force energy of the breath to flow in and out. And whatever this quality of openness means to you, explore how you can be more open just right now. Maybe there's an area in your body or your mental landscape where you just want to open the window. You just want to let fresh air flow through. You want to release being stagnant or constricted and just being more open. Take a few moments to sit and be open. As Deepak and I were sitting having coffee this morning, we were talking about being present and how sometimes our culture has this attitude of, well, once I do yoga, then I will be in a better state of mind or my body will feel better and then I can be present with myself. It's sort of like we're always pushing to this future when it will be better or easier to be present with ourselves, or we will be more improved and therefore more worthy of presence. And just in this moment, see how you're welcoming yourself just as you are and opening to what you feel. Just like you would be kind to your friend who was happy or who was having a challenging day or challenging quarantine. We're welcoming ourselves just as we are. Enjoy a couple more breaths to sit with this openness, this welcoming spirit. If eyes are closed, slowly open. And sit on your mat with your feet forward and your knees bent. I'm going to go on the side, but however you want to see the screen, go right ahead. For a seated cat and cow, hold the back of your thighs. When you exhale, chin to chest, sink your back toward the ground. Inhale, lift your low back forward, squeeze your shoulder blades together. On your breath like that, exhale, ground your spine. Inhale, open the front of your body, pull with your arms. Explore movement that connects and reflects your breath. Get non-linear, go into the edges, the corners. There might be a circle shape or like a side to side movement that helps to open up your back. Finish that up and then cross your ankles, cross-legged seat for an easy twist. Turn to your right, left hand to the right knee. Tune into the flow of your breath and how it moves your twist from the inside. While you stay in the twist, rotate your head slowly to look down at each shoulder to release the neck. Release arms and twist the other way. Right hand to the left knee. Push off of the left hand behind your back to help your spine get taller. Find openness inside your twist. Room for the breath to flow around the back of your rib cage. Turn your gaze over each shoulder, stretching out the neck. Untwist and come forward. Make your way to table pose. And at this point, if you're using some cans or some little weights, just have those by the front corners of your mat. Find plank pose as you're ready. So a high plank, we are on palms and tiptoes. Modified plank, drop the knees. Just different options to explore as you find a breathable edge to your pose. Visualize your spine getting longer. Firm the low belly and the front low ribs to get more lift away from the mat. One more breath here. Just an optional push-up and then down to your belly. For a cobra, lift the chest when you breathe in. Breathing out, lower to the mat. Continue moving on your breath. Turn your head side to side as you come out of cobra and just see what can release in your back. Reach your arms behind you. Lift your feet a little bit off the mat for a locust. When you exhale, plant palms by your chest. Tuck the chin. Inhale to table or plank. Exhale, child's pose. Bend your knees deeply as you sit back. Draw your breath down the back of your spine, finding release. And take this moment to reconnect with your presence, welcoming all parts of your experience. And throughout our class, child's pose will be offered as an option if you want to chill out and just take a moment with your breath. Rise to table, and let's take down dog. You may want to walk your handprints forward, tuck toes, lift your feet, lift your knees, lift your hips. Walk out the dog, pedal your heels down toward the mat as you elongate your back body. Press down into the knuckle pads and finger pads to take weight out of your wrist. Stretch forward into a plank pose, deep breath in. Optional push-up as you exhale down to the belly. And this is where we're going to start using our weights, if you have cans or weights. Bend your elbows and hold the weight by your shoulders. If you don't have weights, just do the movement with your arms. Open out to a diagonal. So one arm is reaching up and out, the other arm reaching down and to the side. Then bring the cans by your shoulders and relax. So we'll do that on the other side. Lift the chest, reach your arms out at a diagonal, and then lower down with hands by the shoulders. So just continue on that. Lift up, reach at that diagonal. You might want to do a little pulse, just kind of lifting higher to the sky. Come to center and relax. So just move in your own way. This could be more vigorous if you want to stay in motion, or take that moment to relax in between reps. Breath is flowing. It's normal that this is challenging or kind of awkward as we wake up our rotator cuff. Take one more in each direction. Relax the face as you work. Nice. Put your weights to the side, ease back, either table or downward dog. Make your way forward, standing forward bend by the front of the mat. Hold on to opposite elbows and get some gravity to lengthen out your spine. Point your nose at the outside of each knee to move your spine side to side. Bend your knees, ragdoll your upper body. Push firmly through the feet as you stand up. Keep pushing down, stand all the way up, reach your arms high. Deep breath. Exhale, hands to the heart. Inhale, sweep up. Exhale, hands to heart center. And take 2 more rounds, finding steady, slow breathing. Always be open to adjusting your movement or your speed to match your breath more. Reach up once again. We'll take a sun salute. Exhale, fold forward. For a halfway lift, open your arms like a letter W out to the side. Exhale down. And we'll do 2 more. If you want to hold your weights, that's an option. Exhale, forward fold, and inhale, halfway lift with the W arms. 1 more halfway lift, nice work. Ease your body back into plank, whatever variation works for you. Deep breath with an optional push-up, and then down to your belly. Inhale, open up for Cobra. We're gonna take 3 breaths. So your choice if you wanna stay moving up and down on your breath, or if you would like to hold, cultivate some back body strength. Ungrip your toes and reach the feet long behind you. With an exhale, lower down. Inhale, table or plank. Exhale, downward dog. Breathe in and out, come forward to forward fold. Next, inhale, rise up and stand, reach high. Exhale, cactus your arms. Squeeze the elbows and shoulder blades. Inhale, arms overhead. Exhale, forward fold. Halfway lift with the W arms. Add weights if you want. 1 more round like that. When you exhale, get a real release in your head. Just drop all the weight of your head. Yeah, ease back into plank. Deep breath here, optional push-up. Lower slowly to your belly. Inhale, Cobra, just 1 breath. Exhale, down dog. You might rock to your knees or all the way up on the toes. Breathe in and out as you transition. Forward fold at the front of the mat. Next, inhale, rise and stand. Root your feet the whole time. Exhale, cactus your arms. Spread fingers wide. Inhale, reach up, interlace your hands, and exhale, side stretch to your right. Inhale, rise through center. Exhale, side bend left. Stay on your breath with that flow. When you come to center, try a tiny bend in your knees just to drop the tailbone, and then re-straighten your legs for the side bend. One more stretch to the right and to the left. As you come through center, exhale, forward fold. Halfway lift with the W arms, inhale. Exhale, lower down, plank pose. As we hold plank, I wanted to offer us shoulder taps. So that's going to be shifting onto one arm, and then your free hand will tap the shoulder. So just move side to side and see if you can do minimal shifting in your hips. So that's part of our hip stability, is keeping level in hips, or core stability. One more tap each side. Nice job. Down to your belly. If you need a little wrist break, just twirl them out. And we're going to take a couple of cobra variations using your weights. Start with a W shape in your arms. Elbows are moving down toward your hips, and just little squeezes of shoulder blades together, and then rest your arms. Gaze down, tuck your chin to open up the back of your neck. Nice job. Let's just relax onto the belly. Release your weights, stack your hands under your head like a pillow. Breathe all the way down your spine. And we'll continue with T's and I's. Bring your arms out into the letter T shape. Start with a karate chop. So pinky side of the arm down. Same idea. Lift your chest just a bit, gaze down at the floor, and little lifts. Thumbs higher to the sky and then lower down. And keep breathing and feel free to rest. These are very targeted movements, so they can be challenging, especially as we do a number of them. Rotate your hands. So now your thumb is pointing down. This one is usually harder, at least for me. Slow breaths. Nice work. As you relax down, go ahead and turn your head the other way. Support with your hands under the head. Breathe down to the bottom of your lungs and let your neck muscles relax. That's a special power of this pose. Neck muscles release. Reach arms forward. This is the I, so you're long like the letter I. We're going to start with the opposite arm and leg. Inhale, one leg, one arm, lift. Exhale down to the mat. Move on your breath. Think of drawing your shoulder blade down your back. This is helping to target areas in our shoulders that are the stabilizing muscles, also commonly weak for a lot of folks. With the last couple rounds, if you want a challenge, lift everything off the mat. 2 more rounds with your breath. Open up fingers and toes, open up your forehead. Nice work. Child's pose, ease back, stretch out your back, and feel all that good work you've done. It may be nice to rock side to side, open up around your spine. Find your way to table pose, hands and knees. Send your right leg back, 3-legged. Exhale, knee to nose around your spine. Continue that flow long on your inhale. Exhale, curl in with your core. Last round. When your knee comes forward, get set up for a lunge. Plant your foot. Your back knee could be up or down. If it's down, just scoot it back so your back thigh is more diagonal than vertical, if that makes sense. Shift back, lengthen out your front leg, and then bend the knee so you get a stretch for the back thigh. Move forward and back, easing into your hips and your low back. And so this movement can be done with the back knee lifted or grounded. For a twist flow, bend into the front knee, ground your left hand, reach the right arm up. As you breathe, stand into the inner edge of your right foot, especially the heel. Circle out your top arm, beginning to open shoulder, chest, spine. Deep breath in. Exhale, touch the mat. Inhale back into table. Exhale, plant hands, and we'll explore side two. Inhale, left leg back, three-legged table. Exhale, knee to nose. Move on your breath, slow and steady. When you reach the leg back, press enough through the foot that you activate glutes, hamstrings, all down the back of that leg. Knee bends, step through, find lunge, and go right into your movement. Front leg long, shift hips back, bend front knee, open your heart. Let your breath flow with that movement. It's important to let the breath do what it needs to do. Sometimes I think there's an old school yoga thing of like, oh, well, we need to be controlling the breath in order to be breathing well. And I'm just not practicing that way anymore. I think it was kind of confining. Yeah, and kind of stifled the intelligence of my breath. Settle into lunge, front knee bends, right arm on the mat. Shift your left arm in the sky and just start to open up. As you breathe, open the window, let the fresh air in. Circle a top arm. See what feels right as you open up here. Nice work. Exhale, touch mat. Option to flow or rest. So your choice to take a child's pose or from plank halfway down on your exhale. Inhale, back bend, cobra or upward dog. Exhale, downward dog. Full deep breath right where you are. And we'll set up our next lunge, either downward dog or table, your choice. Inhale, right leg back, three-legged. Exhale, knee to nose, curl in. Another round like that with your breath. As you bring the knee forward, set up your lunge. We're coming into warrior one. Plant your back foot so the heel is grounded and rise up. Bend into the front knee, arms sweep high. Inhale, straighten front leg. Exhale, bend elbows to cactus as you lunge forward. On your breath, straight front leg, reach up. Exhale, elbows back into cactus. Move on your breath. After you exhale, stay in the knee bend for humble warrior. Hands come back. Either interlace your hands or just reach back if it feels tight when you weave your hands together. Open your heart, deep breath in. Exhale, forward fold. Let's end up widening the stance, so feel free to walk your right foot a couple inches to the right. Stand into both feet and activate back through your fingers. Elongate the sides of your neck and release the weight of your head down. Nice job, touch the mat. Back into table or dog, however you set up the first side. Get even in your body, even in your breath and your state of mind. Left leg, three-legged on your inhale. Exhale, knee to nose. Moving on your breath. Next exhale, set up lunge, coming into warrior one. I usually end up shortening the stance, so it's a little shorter than a lunge, allowing the back foot to ground down. Sweep arms high. As you exhale, bend elbows into cactus. A little different arm flow. Inhale, straight leg, touch opposite shoulders and drop your chin. Exhale, bend knee, arms open like the letter W. Inhale, straighten leg, touch shoulders. Exhale, bend knee, open heart. And continue on your breath. Taking care of knees in yoga. I love doing the slow bend in and out of the knee because it helps to kind of pinpoint the weaknesses in that joint and help to heal. So try for like a real steady bend and straighten. And if there's spots you kind of rush through in the knee movement, don't worry, just try to be steady. As you bend the front knee, drop your arms, humble warrior. Pull the chest up with your inhale. Exhale, dive forward. You may like to widen your stance. Think of releasing the left side of your torso down the inner left thigh. Head is heavy. Listen to your breath, what it has to share about your experience. Gaze down, touch the mat, back into plank for your choice, flowing or resting. We'll set up our next lunge sequence the same way. So either a table pose or a downward dog. Let's take left leg back, deep breath in. Exhale, knee to nose. One more on your breath. As you lunge forward, we're setting up warrior 2 feet this time. Plant the outer edge of your back foot and stand up. Open your arms wide. There may be adjustments with the feet. I always seem to walk my front leg in to support the knee and the hips. As you breathe in, straighten the front leg, reach high. Exhale, bend the knee. Same steady knee bend. Yeah. Find that movement with your breath. The next time you bend the knee, we're coming into extended side angle. Forearm on the thigh or fingertips on the mat. Feels better for you. Take your top arm up, to circle the arm out. Nice. Reach it alongside your ear, and this is our captain hook. With your top arm, make a little hook, and you're gonna hook your temple muscle. Yeah, and it's connected to your jaw, so if you're not sure you're on that muscle, you just kind of squeeze your jaw, and then you'll find the muscle that's pulsing with your jaw. Try to relax the weight of your head onto that pressure point as you stay strong through your legs. Steady breathing, nice job. One more breath in. Gaze down, exhale. Walk the back knee in and place it down on the mat. So we've got right knee down, stretch your left leg back. And we're gonna open up for a quad stretch. So bend the back knee, right hand is gonna reach for that foot. And whether you grasp the foot or you're just reaching, you'll get a great stretch. Reach high through the foot. Try to open the right side of your chest as you breathe. On an exhale, come on down. We'll meet either table or dog for the second side. Right leg this time, deep breath in, three-legged. Exhale, knee to nose. Move on your breath. Lunge through, step your foot, get set up for warrior 2 feet. Rise up, back foot is just about parallel to the back edge of the mat. And check that you can see your big toe when you look down the inner right knee. That's where you may wish to walk the foot more toward the center of the mat. Flip palms up, inhale, rise up, straighten front knee. Exhale, float into warrior 2. Find that movement on your breath. Strengthening the right knee with this steady movement. Side angle pose. Bend into the front knee, plant the forearm, reach left arm high, and start to circle out that shoulder. That captain hook pose. So you're going to make a hook with your top arm, fingertips to the temple. Try to relax the weight of your head against your hand and just allow that pressure point to sink in and release. You may wish to open the top elbow back to shine heart more upward and open up your spine. Root down strongly through feet to support with low body. One more deep breath. Nice job. Look down and exhale. Touch your hands to the mat. Bring your back knee down, kind of step it in for support. Three-legged table. Shoot the right leg back, and we're going into that quad stretch. So just bend your knee, squeeze heel toward the bum. You may wish to grab the foot with your left hand or just reach, opening up your shoulder. Let yourself stretch out and open here. Nice. Release. We've got a flow or a resting pose. Yogi's choice. We're going to be meeting up together in a squat. One way to get there is from table. You kind of tuck your toes and then just come to sit between your heels. It's really normal that your heels are lifted off of the mat. Try to stand into your feet, drawing strength up through the thighs into your core. Lengthen out your spine. And we're going to make our way to stand. If you want to challenge, try to stay on your tiptoes and be really tall. Kind of lean back as you stand up. Nice. We're going to take a couple balance poses. Get started in your mountain pose. Feeling through your body as you balance. Weight into your left footprint. Bring hands to hips. Raise your right knee and start to circle your hip. So we're starting in the tree pose for this balance series. Bring the sole of the foot either to the inner thigh or the inner calf. There is also a tree where you kind of have a kickstand where you just keep the toes on the mat. So that can be a great starter. Hands on hips will help you with balance, or take arms in the air for extra challenge. Breathe deeply. We're coming into the eagle. Shift your right knee forward and then cross the legs, right knee on top of the left. So if balance is a challenge, you can always just be in a chair pose with both of your feet on the mat. Take your arms up. First stage of eagle, we have the forearms glued together, kind of pressing to open up your shoulder blades. Second stage of eagle is right elbow underneath the left. Yeah. Find a breathable shape where you're not just pulled to your edge. There's some pliability. We approach the soft side of the edge to help our body disarm any alarm response, easing into our flexibility as you breathe. Nice work. Slowly stand up if you want to say hi to the tree on your way down, and then feet to mat. Shake out the legs, shake out the arms. Release any tension out of your arms. When you breathe in, the breath can wash over your forehead, down the throat into your heart center. And when you exhale, let any tension free up. Just let it flow out of your arms, exiting your body and dissolving. Tree pose, Vrikshasana. Second side. Balance into your right footprint and place hands on hips. Raise the left knee and circle out that hip, both directions. Sometimes I notice in balance poses, I'm almost like hunchbacking to help with balance. So see if you can really be tall as you set up tree. Sole of the foot to the inner calf or the inner thigh. We just don't want to leverage on the side of the knee. There's a tree trunk strength where you press the inner leg and the foot together, and that helps to draw strength up into your core. Relax inside your mouth, the soft palate, the inside of the sinuses and the area behind the eyes. One more breath here. Exhale all the way. Inhale, point left knee forward. Exhale, we're sitting into eagle. So we've got leg options, either the cross leg with left knee on top, or just a chair where both feet are on the mat, so you can focus on a shoulder stretch. Elbows forward, push them into each other. Tuck the chin gently toward the throat to lengthen the sides of your neck. If there's more room for the shoulder stretch, try your left elbow under the right. Arms spiral together like a coiled rope. Find the soft side of your edge and see what you can open up in your pose. Open window on the shoulder blades, or maybe open window on the forehead to open up your mind. Release any mental pressure about your experience. One more breath. Come on out if you want a tree challenge on your way down, and then we'll just shake out the legs, shake out the arms. All right, come sideways on your mat, facing the longer side. And I'm going to give us one more pose using these weights. And if your shoulders are like, whoa, we've done a lot, you'll get plenty out of the pose without the weights. So we'll be coming into a straddle forward bend. Feet are parallel to each other. As you shift forward, think of being really long in your spine. I'll also just show a side view, like if you have back issues, you might just touch a chair or furniture so that your spine can still be long. Plant your right hand and grab a weight with your left arm. Bring the left hand directly under the left shoulder, and then we're just going to be lifting the elbow and lowering down. Stay grounded on your right hand and see if you can be somewhat relaxed in your back. So you're not using your low back muscles to lift, you're more using the shoulder blade muscles. Let's take 3 more rounds. Breathe steadily. Great. We're going to go right into the second side. If you want to stand up and give yourself a break, feel free. Left hand is grounded. Right hand is going to be with the weight just right under that shoulder. And then we'll lift the elbow out to the side and then back down. So this is targeting your rhomboids, the muscles between your spine and the shoulder blades. Three more cycles. Make room to breathe, finding an opening. Nice. Ease your way up. Interlace hands behind the back. One more forward fold with a heart opener. Reach down and back through your knuckles and fold forward. Stand into your feet. Shift slightly out of the heel and more into the forefoot to get gravity on your side and assist the fold. If you like to bend knees one at a time, explore movement here. With the arms behind you, there can be a fun twist as you bend one knee. Allow the arms or the knuckles to drop behind you and shine your heart open to the side. Bring fingertips to the mat. Lower down through table. And we'll have a moment to either flow or simply sit if you want to stay moving or just center here. Our next pose will come from a kneeling position. I'll show how to use a cushion. We're going to take the hip spiral, Bharadvajasana. So go ahead and sit over to your side. The feet kind of nestle into the arch of the other foot. Left hand to right knee, take it to your right. And here's a little extra shoulder stretch. The right hand can kind of sneak behind you, so it's by the left side of your back. And then you bend your left elbow, cup into that elbow. Depending how long your arms are, you might be able to reach for a thigh or a knee and open your shoulder as you twist. Release the front of the ribs down. Lift up through your upper back and the back of your neck. Soften arms. Just shift over to the other side. This is where you might like to have a cushion under that side hip. This pose does kind of have an offset feeling, so don't worry like you have to be perfectly level, but if you're really tipped over, that's where the pillow helps. Twisting left, right hand to the left knee. Tune into your breath. Tuck left arm behind your back and just see how far you want to go in this bind. The right elbow can move back so that you're clasping with the left hand to the right elbow. And then the right arm might reach out. Maybe you hold onto a thigh or a knee and move back into the twist. Lengthen your tailbone down to the ground and the crown of the head up to the sky. Great. Let's come out slowly. Find your way to table pose. I'm going to be taking us through the Dolphin, which is an inversion prep. And this is a great window, like if you do your own headstand or handstand practice, if you want to do that now during this pose, feel free. For the Dolphin, start out in a table and place your elbows to the mat. Interlace the fingers together and walk the elbows in so they're about shoulder distance apart. Curl toes under and lift up. It's a little like downward dog. Leverage down into your forearms to get your hips up higher and lengthen out your back. Let your breath start to flow as you inhabit this shape with your awareness. Try a tick-tock with your head to relax the weight of your head. If you want to be more inverted, walk your toes toward each other and send a leg up into the sky. There's an interesting physics that happens where we often get lighter the more of us is vertical. So oftentimes the pose gets a little bit easier. Give yourself another moment. Let the strength saturate your body. Child's pose to release. Knees to mat. Take your arms beside you, palms facing up. Let your upper body melt open. Breathe and let the shoulder blades settle with gravity. Find your way into table pose and cross your ankles. Roll down onto your back. For figure 4, cross right ankle on the left knee. First stage is to reach your right knee away, and that might be enough hip stretch. To increase, bring left knee in toward you and hold your hands around either the shin or the back of the thigh. Allow yourself to melt. At any point, the head may rock side to side, softening neck muscles, shoulder muscles. With an exhale, drop left foot to mat, cross the right knee over into a twist. Knees to the left, reach your right arm out into the twist. Slowly unroll, plant both feet at center. Second side, left ankle on the right knee. Start by just reaching the left knee slightly out and up to the left. If you like a little more stretch, keep that action in the knee while you draw the right knee in. See what can open in the pose. You might make an open window on the side of the left hip and just allow your breath to flow through. Plant right foot on mat, cross the knees for your twist. And really, if you like another way of twisting better than the crossed knees, just set up your favorite twist. Reach arms out. And soften with each breath. Unroll to center. For the bridge pose, feet are planted on the mat. Walk your shoulder blades underneath, closer together. Start to lift your hips, arch your spine up, and ground through the long arm on the mat. Breathe through the ribs, wide and open. Create space with your breath. Ease out of the pose. Give your knees a hug. This is a great time if there's any last poses you'd like to do before final relaxation. When you're ready to rest, legs extend flat on the earth. Think of a capital letter A in your legs where there's enough space for them to roll the toes out and relax your hips. And same idea for your arms. They're a little bit out to the side. And palms might roll up in a gesture of opening the shoulder. Eyes could close or just relax. Turn your senses inward. In the relaxation pose, we allow our nervous system to recharge. One image that I use is a tall building powering down, like a skyscraper in the city. And just from the top down, it's like all the lights just turn off. And through your body, just let your nervous system power down. Find this deep release, a state of being very quiet, a state where you can recharge and renew. Gently deepen the breath. Feel down your legs and start to wiggle your toes, roll the ankles. Breathe down your arms. Stretch the hands, open the wrists. Rock your head side to side. Full body stretch with the arms up. Take any movements to help wake up your body. Roll slowly to your side Bend your knees. Make your way up. And we'll finish class by sitting. Enjoy a moment to be with yourself just as you are. To be with your breath in its natural state. And to be present, kind, and attentive to yourself through the full range of human experience. Let's take a moment just to be quiet, to open up, relax, and be. Place hands together by your heart. If eyes are closed, open them slowly and take this moment to be in the transition. A transition between your inner focus, this meditative state of mind, and begin to take in the light of the room, the feeling of your home and your life around you. Consider how you can bring your meditative state through your day today. Thank you so much for being here to contribute to the wonderful practice we all could share. Namaste.